And, oh, by the way, for Donald, since we're talking about convicted felons, see you on Tuesday, pal. You know, I always call this the Capone theory, the Al Capone theory. They couldn't get him on murder, extortion, racketeering, bootlegging, etc. They got him on tax evasion. If that crime, Don, was enough for me to be charged, fined, convicted, and sent to prison, why am I any different than Donald Trump? To be very honest with you, I don't want to provide Donald or his team with any insight yet into what's coming. I want him to be able to enjoy it.
But you did provide.
When it arrives. Personally, I don't want to see him paraded that way. Remember, because he's a former president of the United States, because I actually care more about the office of the presidency of the United States than he does. And as we all know, Donald is not a person who likes to accept accountability. It has to be on somebody else, always. Unfortunately, he's the one that's going on Tuesday, right, in order to get fingerprinted and mugshotted. This has kind of been, if you think about it, over the 5 years, it's like a David and Goliath sort of scenario, right? It's very biblical if you think about it. And at the end of the day, yes, I am the smaller guy. I am the David, but somehow or another, Goliath is on his back.
Michael, thank you very much for your time.
But when I was watching Michael Cohen, I was looking at it as a prosecutor, thinking to myself, I've got to overcome the very obvious point. This man's got an axe to grind. You obviously cannot stand Donald Trump. You looked at the camera and told him to, almost the equivalent of buckle up, pal, it's coming for you, wanting him to enjoy whatever comes on Tuesday. But you know what? I actually never met Mother Teresa. I never had her as a witness in any of my cases. And the people who did seedy things, guess who my witnesses were? Seedy characters. So the idea of someone not being, top shelf or on the up and up was not fatally undermining the cases. And frankly, what can actually rehabilitate someone who does not have a whole lot of credibility is consistency.
Ellie, should Michael Cohen be on television talking if he's going to be testifying?
Absolutely not. This is the last thing prosecutors want. And it doesn't help that Michael Cohen's lawyer, Lanny Davis, is out there doing the same thing. Michael Cohen is going to be a central witness in this case. Every word he says is fair game for cross-examination. And one of the points that's going to be made is that Michael Cohen has a major, deep, seething hatred for Donald Trump. And we could see it in that interview right there. You could list some of the worst words in the world. Michael Cohen has used them to talk about Donald Trump. Now, people may say, I understand why he feels that way, given what he went through for Donald Trump. But still, it's going to be open season for the defense lawyer to paint Michael Cohen as a biased witness with a personal axe to grind. And every one of these media appearances gives the defense more ammunition on that.